3 wins on the spin. How pleased are you, and could it potentially have been a little bit more straightforward for you than 1-0?
It could have been, yeah. Delighted with the win. Delighted that we didn't sit in on the edge of our box like we have done in recent weeks. We were going to try and get the next goal, you could see that. And consequently, yeah, they had a couple of balls in the box, and I think Tommy kicked one off the line, but they didn't really look like scoring. I don't think John's made a save. We started off a little bit shakily first 10 minutes, I thought. We weren't passing the ball well. Then we got to grips with it, then I thought we were very good, and that's probably our best performance of the season in terms of consistency of playing the way we wanted to play. So don't forget, it was a bit of a nightmare week for us, really. You know, because we've got a plan to play against a new manager. So we had to do analysis on 2 teams. We had to do analysis on MK, and we had to do analysis on Gator. So we had to get a handle of how the manager wants to play, how they were going to play. And so it was a little bit tricky. It didn't help that Jimmy's laptop went kaput on Monday. So it wasn't ideal, but you know, listen, you know, Mike's coming here to do a job for MK, and I think he'll get it right. I think, you know, he plays the style of football that they want, and you could see in flashes that they were good. You know, they opened us up a couple of times. I think he's probably been a bit unlucky. I think if you want to play total football and pass it up from the back, probably Accrington away is probably the last place you want to come for your first go there. And they'll only get better at it. I thought we stuck to our game plan brilliantly. You know, the lads got it drilled in from, with Thursday, Friday, we worked really hard on it. And then we also focused on ourselves and how we were going to pass it, and how we were going to open up, and how we could make chances, and we made plenty. You know, Sean scored the winner there, and you know, for the second week running, he scored a great goal, and he's absolutely blazing that he hasn't got the match ball, and that's a good thing, you know. I told him at the time to worry when you don't get your chances. That's the time I worried as a striker. But you know, you couldn't fault any one of our players today. We seem to be getting fitter, which is a big plus. There was a lack of, you know, in recent weeks we've had lots of players going down with cramp. We didn't see that today. And so, if we want to play that high energy game and that high press, particularly at home, we've got to be fit to do it, and we've got to have the desire to do it. So we spoke about motivation before the game, and you know what drives people on, and we came to a group solution, or squad solution, should I say, that you know, the actual feeling of being successful as part of a team and doing your job is a great reward. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling now, isn't it? You know, and that's what we wanted the players to focus on, to enjoy what we did last week, and then try and have it again, and try and keep that feeling in the front of the mind. And you know, it's an intrinsic reward, but it's probably a more satisfying reward. You know, I mean, you know, you can look at transactional rewards, and you know, people getting bonuses and what have you, or days off. You can give me days off, got a game Tuesday, but I think the big reward is when you get that feeling, that inner feeling that you know you've worked hard and you've got something for at the end of it.
Must be pretty satisfying to get back-to-back clean sheets as well. 13 months since you did that in the league.
Is it? Don't remind me of that. Yeah. I was on my highbrow crusade there about in-depth thinking, and then you've just brought me back down to earth. Yeah, smashing. You know, made up for John. He's a character around the place. And he's ably supported by Jack. Jack McIntyre is also a character. And you know, that's what we need. We need people. It's all hands to the pump. I thought we defended really well today. I thought we were aggressive. You know, Brad was prepared to come out of his comfort zone and leave people one-on-one, which, you know, we know that that's tricky at this level. But, you know, John swept as well to aid us to do that. The fullbacks took ground really well when they were required to do. And so, you know, I couldn't fault any person who was on the pitch there.
You got a bit of momentum going, got a bit of a head of steam going. I know you say that these things can be habit forming. How pleasing is that, and how much of a challenge is it going to be to keep it going?
It's always a challenge, isn't it? You know, but I'm certainly not getting carried away. What I am pleased about is that's our best performance of the season, I think, anyway. You know, it's only my opinion. And you know, as regards to running the team, it's my opinion that counts. So, you know, when you're picking a team, you're trying your best. But we've got lads there who are, you know, delighted that we've won, and lads who haven't got on. You know, Coley scored a hat-trick 8 or 9 days ago, and he hasn't featured since. And he must be, you know, kicking his ears, but he'll get his time, he'll get his chance. And every lad there, you know, who's asked to do a job, they're looking as though they're prepared to do it. Josh and Tommy ran themselves into the ground when he came on. I can't wait to see their stats. We've got to keep doing that. And don't get carried away. I've told the lads there, you know, don't get carried away. You can easily go on a bad run as you can go on a good run. The thing about getting on a good run is you've got to try and stay on it. That's an hard part. But once it gets bigger, it gets easier. Remarkably, it does. We found that last time when we won the league. But you know, there's plenty of teams already in the league who are on good runs at the moment. You know, Stockport, Notts County, Morecambe, ourselves. So everyone's you know, feels though they've got a chance to have a big say in this league.
Psychologically, is it a bit easier? Tough trip to Wimbledon Tuesday night, but because you're in this run of form, legs will be a bit less tired. You know, people sleep a bit better, all that sort of thing.
They do, and you know, we've got to rest up, get ourselves in the best condition we can for Tuesday. And you know, I spoke about wanting to enjoy the end of the season, wanting to enjoy the run. It was painful last year. Hopefully it'll be a lot more entertaining this year.